Imagine this: your team asks AI to write an important message to a customer. The grammar is flawless, the structure is clear, and everyone approves it. But something about one sentence feels off to you. It sounds cold and misses the customer's emotional experience. You point it out, but someone says you're overthinking it. The message is sent anyway, and the customer reacts just as you expected. If this scenario sounds familiar, you might have spent years hearing that you're too sensitive or notice too much. But in an AI-powered world, the very qualities you were told to suppress, like sensitivity and deep thinking, could be exactly what helps you notice what machines and rushed humans miss. In this video, we'll explore what high sensitivity really means, debunk some popular neuroscience myths, and show you how to turn sensitivity into a practical advantage when working with AI. Psychologists use the term sensory processing sensitivity, or SPS, to describe how strongly people respond to environmental and social information. You might have heard the popular term highly sensitive person, or HSP, but it's not a medical diagnosis. Sensitivity exists on a spectrum. Some people are less sensitive, some are moderate, and others notice and respond more strongly to things like noise, emotion, beauty, and social cues. Research highlights three related aspects: ease of excitation, feeling overwhelmed when too much happens at once; low sensory threshold, being more affected by bright lights, loud sounds, or crowded places; and aesthetic sensitivity, responding deeply to music, art, or subtle details. None of these traits automatically make you weak or gifted. Sensitivity is a trade-off. You may notice more useful information, but you might also reach your limit sooner when there's too much to process. You may have heard that highly sensitive people have no mental filter, or possess hyperactive mirror neurons that force them to absorb others' emotions. These ideas are popular online, but current research does not support them as defining features of HSPs. For example, a brain imaging study found that higher sensitivity scores were linked to greater activity in regions involved in awareness, sensory integration, empathy, and action planning when viewing emotional images. However, this doesn't mean sensitive people have no filter or a more powerful brain. Brain imaging shows associations, not complete explanations of personality. The responsible conclusion is that some people are more responsive to environmental and social information, but research is still developing. It's important to separate viral claims from what science actually shows. In the age of AI, human judgment is more important than ever. AI can generate answers quickly, but speed doesn't guarantee understanding of the full context. Sensitive people may pause before acting, not out of confusion, but because they're considering more information, like what happened previously, what others are feeling, and what unintended consequences might arise. This deeper processing can be extremely valuable, especially when AI overlooks human experiences. Your pause can act as a form of quality control, ensuring that messages and decisions are not just efficient but also appropriate and empathetic. The skill is learning when deeper processing is useful and when it becomes repetitive worry. In roles like leadership, customer experience, negotiation, and design, sensitivity can help you notice details that others miss, making you an asset in an AI-driven workplace. To thrive in an AI-powered world, sensitive people can follow a few practical rules. First, reduce input before demanding output. Don't ask AI for 30 ideas when you only need 3, and control notifications to avoid overload. Second, give AI the right job. Use it to summarize, organize, and filter information, but don't outsource your judgment. Third, separate empathy from responsibility. Notice others' emotions without feeling responsible for fixing everything. Fourth, build recovery into your workflow by scheduling breaks and limiting stimulation after demanding tasks. Finally, become the human context check. Before approving AI output, ask if it's correct, clear, appropriate, and context-aware. These strategies help you turn sensitivity into a professional advantage, allowing you to manage information, protect your attention, and translate subtle observations into clear recommendations. You don't need to apologize for noticing what others miss, nor believe every viral claim about sensitivity being a neurological superpower. The truth is more balanced. Sensitivity is a real individual difference that can increase your awareness and support empathy, careful decision-making, and attention to detail. It can also lead to overstimulation and the need for recovery. Your task isn't to become less human to keep up with machines, but to create conditions where your human abilities remain useful. Control your inputs, use AI to organize information, protect your attention, and set clear boundaries. Turn subtle observations into specific, actionable recommendations. AI can generate messages and options, but you can judge their human impact. Sensitivity is not weakness, it's information about how you process the world. Use it well.